Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. It's been really nice to check out everybody's videos over the last couple weeks. I've had a lot of stuff on my mind, so I thought that I would kind of lay out some of it right now. I have like a crazy cat in the background and a dog that's probably going to start whimpering at some point, so just ignore it. Everything is totally fine. Let's see, I wanted to talk about the cost of top surgery, and I wanted to talk about my insecurities of coming out as wanting to get top surgery and having to explain that to people. So first of all, I was really closed off to the idea of ever even considering top surgery because of the cost, and then I couldn't rationalize the cost. I just have really thought of it as a luxury, not as a necessity. And that is actually really starting to shift for me because I do feel it affecting my life all the time now. The fact that I have a chest. Hi, buddy. Let's see. But I guess that kind of money is just, it's a lot of money, and that money can be used for, the basic essentials of life that people don't all have, that I feel like that money could be used to benefit others, and there's something about spending that kind of money on myself that feels really selfish. And I think maybe a little bit of what that comes down to is I clearly have some, issues around money or around thinking that I'm worth spending that kind of money on, that I probably need to work on separate from this. But it's definitely hard for me to think like the process of surgery and of spending that kind of money, that time and money could be spent in such, I feel like, a better way, like a more beneficial way for more people. And I just wanted to know kind of what people thought of that, in the sense that have they struggled with it, or if they have any recommendations, if you have any recommendations for how I can kind of work on this topic. So the other thing I want to talk about is insecurities. And I've been spending a lot of time kind of thinking, like, okay, the situation that I'm in at that moment, what would that situation be like if I didn't have a chest? And what would it be like with my interaction with the other person? And how would I be thinking about myself? And which has been good. Because it's sort of, I don't bind at all. And so I guess it's sort of my way of kind of testing that, like what it would be like if I had a flat chest without binding. And if people have questions why I don't bind, I would definitely be more than happy to answer that in the future. But that's just not the point of this video right now. But I was listening to the radio a couple days ago, and there was something on it about the Pope mentioning that homosexuals and transsexuals are like wounds on our society, and when he said that, or when I heard that, there wasn't even a small bit of me that thought, wow, maybe he's right. It's like there's no part of me that believes that what he's saying is true, and I feel like, he's delusional for even thinking that, and just out of touch with reality, essentially. So I feel really strongly about that in relationship to the Pope, but at the same time, I have huge insecurities about talking, like announcing this, or not announcing, but, like if I'm gonna hang out with friends, I always use this like beach example, but it's just an easy one. Or if I'm gonna, go hang out at the pool with somebody, and they're, friends I've had for a while, and all of a sudden I take off my shirt and I'm not wearing a bikini top or whatever, like I'm gonna have to do some sort of explaining, because it is kind of different. And the concept of having to do that is really, really uncomfortable to me. So, I mean, I have some sort of, internalized, I don't know if it's homophobia or transphobia or worried about not fitting in, or has something to do with gender or sexuality, and it's just like my own insecurities of what other people think of me. I'm not really sure, but it definitely feels really strong in relationship to having to talk to other people. Because it's a little messy. It's like I wouldn't come out as trans. It would basically be needing to explain a medical procedure that I'm having. Because I'm aligning my body. I'm not really doing anything with my gender. I feel like my gender is, this is me, And so it's like, how can I have this like very clear, cut and dry belief about what the Pope says, but then harbor these feelings about myself all the time? And I don't like that. I don't like that I'm sort of maybe in an insecure place in my life. But, that's where I'm at. And I would definitely kind of like some input about that. I was sort of thinking that it's kind of like coming out as lesbian or whatever. I didn't come out to people right away. And, Nicholas, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. I didn't come out right away. And when I finally did come out to certain people, I just took this huge weight off my shoulder. It was such a relief, and I couldn't fathom, why didn't I do this sooner? I was only hurting myself. I was only causing myself to suffer by not coming out. And I guess it's kind of a same idea, where it's like, I sort of need to come out again. And it's kind of the last thing I want to do, But if this is a choice that I make, having surgery, it's like I'm going to have to. And it's like, what am I so worried about? I'm not worried about losing friends or anything. None of that kind of stuff worries me. There's just something about being at that moment, maybe being the center of attention in an uncomfortable way, that just doesn't flow with me. Because as I said in the beginning of this video, for a while this wasn't even crossing my mind because of money, and who knows what other reasons. But then starting, at the end of August, it's kind of been this process this fall. On what is this, YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm really, getting to the point of that this is something I want to do. I don't know if that's going to change. I don't know how long. I don't know, but I definitely need to be more at, touch with my insecurities and the money thing. And, I'm just wondering if other people have dealt with either of those issues. I really want to thank everybody for subscribing. That means so much. And I appreciate for people who I've made comments on, they've replied to those comments. That also means a lot. I'm trying to change the volume. I'm just using my computer with a little microphone thing, and I hope that that's making a difference. But if people have more recommendations about how to do this whole video thing better, I would definitely take them, because I don't really know what I'm doing. So I think that's about it. I guess I feel like there's so much more to say, but I think I'm probably always going to feel like that. But it's time to go. So I look forward to hearing from you all, and have a wonderful rest of your week, and take good care.